Hey, welcome to the Outpost. This evening we're going to be playing a white box game, but it is going to be based on the Torchbearer and the 10-foot pole specialist. This is a story of the Torchbearer and the 10-foot pole specialist, the unsung bravery or not that they portray in the midst of a challenge. The brave adventuring party has abandoned them to their own fate and their own choices. It is now up to them to survive or go down the hero that a bard's tale will never tell of their bravery, though. The name of this adventure is Run for the Waterfalls. We find our brave torch bearers and our brave 10-foot pole specialists as the real adventuring party tells them to run for these waterfalls they have discovered, to hide behind them and wait for the brave adventuring party to take down the band of forest orcs that has been chasing them. And as we do, Daniel, which one are you going to be playing first, and what's his thoughts as you're running for behind these waterfalls?
So I'm playing Roger Cogface. He's a 10-foot pole specialist. He takes a lot of pride in his 10-foot pole. It's always polished and got some nice shellac on it. Make sure that it's nice and smooth when you put in any holes that he has to check. And he's a little concerned going under the waterfall because while shellac is a little bit waterproof, he doesn't want his pole to get too soggy. So he's trying to keep his pole dry.
All right, perfect. As you make your run, we look behind and see the next character, Crystal. Who are you going to be bringing up first?
Following up behind him with dark hair and bangs that hang in front of one eye is Damien. Damien, he's just so cool as he runs with his uh, pole arm like around his arm and moving his other arm through the waterfall, which glistens across his body as he emerges from the other side, taking a breath and moving his hair back, like kind of away from his eye, but then it just immediately like slides back in front of his eye, and that is Damien, the 10-foot pole specialist.
As Damien is making the run for safety, he hopes we'll jump over to you, Nikki. Who are you going to be bringing up first?
I am playing Grimes, the torch bearer, who is terrified that his torch is going to go out. He's also not a huge fan of water, as his family always told him that to be the most hygienic, you really need a good stink on you. So he's pretty much not wanting to run under the water for flame purposes, and because he really doesn't want to be all that clean. And this is Grimes.
All right, perfect. And Mike, who are you going to round us out with?
I'm egg and water wet and make me happy because it clean my nappy like my ma and my da always say. So I'm gonna go and light the way because I'm gonna be a lamp lighter like my da.
We will see if Egg is able to get out of these waterfalls and return to the city and follow in the footsteps of his dad. Y'all make your way running for these waterfalls. You hear the battle start ensuing between the real adventurers and the orcs out there. You find a way you can sneak up under the waterfalls without getting too wet, you think. And as you do, very dark behind here. There's some natural light coming in at first, probably for the first 20, maybe 30 feet. But after that, it is getting pretty dark. You're looking at a entrance that goes behind here. It's probably about 20 foot wide, and you see it goes on and on and on. And you see there's a stream running along this way also, but there's probably a stream. It's maybe at this point 5, 6 foot wide, but it appears to widen up as you continue on into this appears to some type of cavern.
Hey,
Oh, shed some light over there so
uh,
we can see.
I will move my torch further into the cavern.
This is better. Okay.
Look at there. It looks like today we get to be the heroes, Damon says in a cool manner.
Yeah. Let me poke my stick over there and see what could be down this path. So I'm going to tap my pole to see if there's any traps before we move forward.
Yeah, you start tapping the ground, and you can tell a lot of it's a mixture of pebbles and some small rocks and sand. Appears to be a very sturdy footpath going along the side of a stream that is flowing. And as you can see, Grimes, as you push your torch forward, you can see it widens up on further in, maybe from 10 to 20 feet wide, and it appears probably into a larger, much darker, deeper cavern as you keep going straight in.
Egg, get up here. We need your light too.
Yeah, I come. I go. My light. See, I be quiet. Quiet now. We sneaky sneak.
Yes, the adventurers always did say to be quiet when exploring.
Yes, quiet sneak.
Egg, as you and Grimes move forward with the torches, it opens up from maybe 20 to 30 feet in width, and then maybe 30 to 40 feet. Both Egg and Grimes, roll a D6 for me.
That's a 1.
2.
Egg, you hear maybe some rock shuffle off to your. You're traveling like east to west right now, and you along the western part of the cavern as it's opening up from about 30 to 40 foot width. You hear maybe some rocks kind of slide off the edge of the cavern wall there and kind of come down in front of you there.
Grimes, you hear the rock. I hear the rock move. See it? The rock is moving over there.
Hey, Roger or Damien, why don't one of you poke over here? There might be something over here moving this rock.
Hold on, I'm trying to put some clothes on.
What?
Don't worry. I've got this one. Damien twirls his staff dramatically and then begins to prod the ground.
Yep, you start prodding over there, and you three that are close there as Roger maybe is making his way over, y'all three hear the twang twang of these two bows that are shot off. And one of the arrows is going to shoot at Damien, and the other one shoots at Egg. And the one at Damien misses real bad. The one that jams into you, Egg, hits you pretty well for 4 points of damage.
And Egg drops.
And all the king's horses and all the king's men.
It stung me. That sting.
Egg drops to the ground, evidently, with this arrow sticking out of him. Then, Damien, you see one shoot past you, and then you all notice coming down from these rocks. You notice these 3 creatures coming down. They are now all seem to be armed with these short spears that they are coming down, moving towards you. And we will roll initiative. Then it's a D6 in your Dex mod. I will come around to you and get it from you. Let's see. What about Damien?
3.
Damien on a 3. What about Grimes?
4.
And Roger?
2.
Roger on a 2. And Egg is down. What about our backup there, Mike?
I'm sorry. What am I supposed to be? Oh, there we go. 5.
A 5, okay.
Yeah.
What's the torchbearer? The 10-foot pole man's name?
Whittle?
Whittle, okay. Whittle, you are able to act first as these 3 creatures are coming down from the rocks with these wicked-looking spears coming towards your group then.
Whittle brandishes his 10-foot pole and proclaims proudly, "Stand and deliver."
All right. Are you going to move towards one of them and attack one?
Well, that would be awful forward of me. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. That's what heroes do.
All right. Grimes, we're up to you then.
All right. Grimes will say, "Ooh, frog skin. If we get some frog skin, very hygienic frog skin, good for the skin." And he will try to burn one of the frogs.
All right, you're going to reach
Sorry,
out and try to burn one of them?
No, he's going to actually use the club. Is a club.
Is a club? Okay.
Yeah. Nope, not with a 6.
All right. Then roll a d6 to make sure that torch doesn't go out.
Okay.
Oh boy.
2.
Nope, it's still burning. It kind of flickers, but yep, you missed the one coming down then, but your torch is still lit. Damien, what about you?
Damien will say, "You fool! You think you can defeat me? I've been preparing for this day my whole life." And he twirls his staff around and catches it with his arm, and then begins to run away deeper into the cavern.
You're going to run on further into the cavern?
Oh yeah, I'm running away from
right.
these things.
Roll me a dex check, a d20. If you got a modifier, just subtract that from your roll. But a d20 against your dex.
Oops, I forgot what's on my thing. 19. And my dex is a 9.
You probably run 20 feet outside the torchlight and stumble over some rocks, go face down first as you're down prone and hit yourself on the cavern somewhere.
Nice.
You're in the dark somewhere, face down into it.
Like a
What about Roger? What would you like to do?
So I have a mechanical question. I knew this was going to happen.
All right.
So we have that -4 if we pick up a real weapon, but what if I pick up the torch? Can I use a torch or no if I'm a pole guy?
I'm going to say you can use a torch. I mean, y'all are trained together, so yeah, you can use the torch, okay? It'd just be any type of a weapon.
Is the torch that Egg was holding still lit, or did that go out when it hit the ground?
Roll a d6, Mike, see if it's still lit.
That is a 6.
Yeah, it's lit very well.
I want to run over and grab that torch and try to burn I don't want to, my pole is so shiny and polished, I really don't want to hit anything with it.
All right. Yep, you can grab it and try to hit one of these frog-looking creatures.
I'm going to do the burn technique since we already tried the hit. We'll try all the different rules. 5. Does a 5 hit?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. You try and get used to that torch, maybe.
Yeah, it's not my primary weapon.
These creatures also had a 2. So let's see. 2 of them are going to lash out with these spears. One of them is going to lash out at Roger, and he is going to hit Roger for 5 points.
That's the end of Roger.
Well, we may set a new record on this game.
He gets hit with the spear and he says, "Oh, a point at the end of your pole. How genius." And then he falls over and dies.
Nikki, one of them lashes out at Grimes, misses just barely. I mean, he probably ducks just enough for it to probably cut some of his clothing. The last one also jabs out at Grimes and misses also.
Okay. Go Grimes.
So we are back to Whittle then as you're laying there or standing there, I mean.
Well, this is far serious than what he thought. And since he's kind of looking around where the big heroes are and decides to gingerly lunge forward at one of the frogs.
All right.
That's a 17.
Ooh, you can make contact with him.
Woohoo. That is a 6.
How do you hit this thing to knock enough sense into it that it doesn't seem to be getting back up now?
Unsure of himself, Whittle kind of stumbles forward, and the momentum of the stumble gives him that added oomph that actually pierces the frog in the eye and goes right into the skull.
Yep, you knock this one out, and he drops his spear. It goes clanging around in the area there, and he is not moving at all as we're up to Grimes.
Can Grimes pick up the spear?
Yes, you can. You can pick it up and use it if you want
Well,
to.
I've seen other heroes do this. You just stick them with the end with the point on it, right? Oh,
Yep, and just a -4 to hit. And then if you have a strength modifier though, you can add that back in.
yeah, he does not. But okay, so -4, so that's a 12.
A 12 will miss this thing then.
Okay.
So Damien, you are face first in the cavern somewhere. What would you like to do? And it's pretty dark.
Can Damien see like where the fighting and stuff is coming from?
You hear it, but you run enough to get out of sight. You can see the torch light coming from way behind you there, but you can hear it, but you don't really have that good of a visual if you run out of the area.
Okay. I guess Damien will kind of just sit there. I mean, I don't guess there's much you can do. Maybe he'll try and like feel around on the ground, try and figure out like where he's at. Like, did he fall into a pit or what?
Yeah, he looks around and sees that he stumbled across some larger rocks that are in the path there. He just, not being familiar with the area and being total dark, he just run right across them and it tripped him up.
Okay, yeah. So he can't tell which way is back right now.
Yeah, you can hear the fighting coming from behind you where you come from. I mean, you can run back that way if you want to.
All right, now he's gonna start crawling back that way.
Right.
He thought that the torchbearer, well, at least one torchbearer would follow him, and no one did. So,
All right, that's fine. Jonathan, what would you like to do?
Do I get to join already?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So Jonathan is he sees all this going on and he says, you fools, you must fight them with fire. And he's gonna charge forward and he's gonna swing the torch as a melee weapon. So that'll be for 15. Hold on. Sorry. He has a plus for strength actually. So that's a 15 because I'm plus 1 for the
A 15 will hit this with this little creature.
all right. 4 points of damage.
Yeah, you hit him and club him pretty well. He's still standing, but he don't look too well.
Okay.
Roll a d6 to see if it goes out.
5. So
Yep, it's perfect. You hit him just enough to keep it going then. The two that are standing then, they are going to, one of them is going to strike out at Jonathan then, since he's standing there right on top of him. And let's see, what's your armor class, Jonathan?
11.
Yeah, he's going to hit with a 12 then.
Oh.
So you'll take 2 points of damage.
Okay, he's still up, surprisingly.
The other one is going to strike out at Grimes again and hit this time. Grimes, you'll take 4 points of damage.
Oh, I knew being near water was bad luck. And he dies.
Oh man. Y'all may better roll up character 3 and 4 then.
Oh.
All right, Grimes is down. We're back to Whittle then.
I did it. I actually did it. They're easier to kill than I thought. And he wrenches out the pole and he stabs at the next one.
All right.
That's a 12.
A 12 will miss this thing then. It sidesteps your pole just enough with its spear to kind of parlay it off. And we are up to Vimes then, since Grimes is down.
Okay. Vimes says, "Oi, you killed Mr. Grimes," and he will try to smack the frog with the pole.
All right.
15?
Yeah, 15 hits it.
Okay. 5 points.
5 points. Yeah, you take another one down if you want to describe how you take it down.
He smacks it over the head, or no, he goes right through the eye, right through one of his little eyeballs, into the brain pan there.
You do that. The other one drops his spear and takes off running into the dark towards where Damien is lying on the ground. Jonathan, you and I'm going to say, Jonathan, you can take a swing at it if you want to, as it's running away since you were right there on top of it. It's the injured one.
All right, I'll swing on it with my torch. Oop, that time no. 5.
Yep,
I
it
still
takes
see-
off running then. Yeah, it ducks enough to run. It's running back into the interior of the cavern. Damien, we are up to you. You hear this thing, or you don't know what it is, but you hear something, a body running towards you.
So I hear, so Damien hears a loud plop, 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 plop as this frog creature's running towards it. And in a moment of kind of fear, he just sets his pole up in front of him and readies for a charge.
Yeah, all right, perfect. I'm going to roll a deal to see if it runs right into your pole. Automatically runs into it, so roll damage.
Nice. And that's just 1d6 or 1d6 minus 1?
Pole would be a d6.
All right. 4.
You do whatever you do to finish this thing off, but first roll a d6 and make sure you don't get a 1 that breaks your pole.
Oh, a 1. It does break.
Yep, your pole breaks, but you spear this thing good as it had 1 HP left. You can describe, if you want to, how you finish this last one off.
Yeah, so there's these plop, 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 plop coming forward towards them. And Damien, at the last moment, the frog has no idea that Damien's there. And Damien just screams out, have at thee. And he shoves the pole into the frog's gut, which just knocks all the air out of it. And, as the pole bends, there's a snap. And the rest of the pole, gets shoved up into the frog's throat. And the frog falls over and blood, and Damien just kind of hits the ground and panting.
Yeah, and as you do, you hear one thing. As you do that, you hear croak.
Sure, that wasn't a groan.
The rest of the crew back there, you probably hear all that going on, a good 30, 40 feet in front of you out there. It is quiet, though. Nothing else seems to happen.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Is it time for the looting of the bodies? Can we do the looting of the bodies?
Are we allowed to do that? I guess there's no one here.
Well, that's what the heroes do, right? They loot the bodies.
Right, but they don't let us do.
Hey, do any of you guys have a light? I can't see.
Oh, yes. I'll walk down towards the voice and with the torch.
Yeah, Jonathan, you move to where Damien is and see what has happened. Whittle, you wanted the 2 bodies laying there. You and Vimes want to look at those 2 bodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
You actually find a little belt pouch on both of them. They each have 1 gemstone in it. And it's kind of dull looking. You would think it'd be worth about 5 gold, though, each of them.
Oh, man.
Once Jonathan gets down to Damien would like to search the body when he has light. He'll pull his broken pole out and be like, oh, man, that was a whole day's worth of rations.
Well, you open up a little belt pouch on this one, and guess what he has? He has a kind of a faded-looking gem that's worth 5 gold on him.
Oh, look. Treasure, real treasure.
That's amazing. I've never seen a gem so bright. The pole looks broken there, but Roger, unfortunately, tried to touch a torch and got himself killed. So you could probably have his pole. It's nice and shiny and polished.
Oh wow. I bet it's magical. I've heard of legendary 10-foot pole specialists who have magical 10-foot poles which never break.
Maybe.
And Damien will go and grab the other 10-foot pole.
Yep, you can loot the bodies of your fellow 10-foot poles and torch specialists and take their stuff if you'd like. You sure can.
I think Mr. Grimes would want me to have his torch, so I'll take his torch.
I'm also going to take his rations and fruit.
Yep, you can do that. Take everything you want.
Well, take the stuff of my character.
And if anybody wants to take these spears, you can take them. It'll be a D6 -1. They're not like normal size. They're pretty small. But I mean, you can take them and use them. For damage, it'd be D6 -1. But, you know, of course, -4 to hit.
No. I'm good with the torch.
Yeah.
So I think this is how we're supposed to do it, that we all pool everything and then we divide it equally.
Oh,
You
is that how
think?
they do it? Because I never get that much.
Well, that's because we just get our regular pay, but now we're just like the big guys, right? So that means
We're real adventurers now.
Exactly.
No more
I mean,
taking orders.
I just
We're gonna push the pole. We're gonna get our own torchbearers and our own pole specialists.
I mean, I made more right now than I have in an entire week.
That's true. That's true.
This is fantastic.
I can't
Okay,
wait to
yes.
be clad in plaid armor with a two-handed sword, and he whittles his pole around as if it were a two-handed sword in a bit.
So
Jonathan's
are
gonna pick up-
are we all sharing?
I think that's a good idea.
I think so
Yes.
too. All those in
Sure,
favor of sharing? Everyone?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Damien will put his hand into like the friendship circle.
We can all buy matching jewelry when this is over, you know, to commemorate our time.
Oh, we could be a real squad. We
Yeah,
could get
yeah.
like those what do they call those tabards that we could wear identical colors. We could look cool.
Yes. Let us proceed on into the tunnel as we discuss full team name.
Yes. Yes. I would say adventurers, but that seems a little dull.
Maybe the coolest adventurers.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We could call ourselves the cool gang. Gang sounds like a cool thing to say.
The cool gang.
Cool gang.
That's cool. I could feel that. This is a cool gang. And then we could have cool colors. So we could have like blues and purples. That would be awesome. And then we could get matching shoes.
Red, yellow, orange.
No. We're the cool gang. That would be the warm gang.
Oh yeah, you're right. We also can get some like face paint. Like have cool face paint.
Oh, it's so greasy. That's yeah. Okay, you can have the face paint.
I'll just buy some cool sunglasses instead. I've heard of these things called sunglasses that make you look real cool. And hip.
Imagine tattoos. Tattoos must get tattoos.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh,
We
that
have to
would be-
get some matching tattoos.
That's painful. It's lots of little needles. That yeah.
Yeah, but if we survive this, you know, we'll be like really tough adventurers. So the pain, you'd be like, oh, we don't care about the pain.
How about can we vote on the
Yeah.
tattoos? Can we just all those in favor of not getting tattoos raise their hand?
Yeah, no tattoo for me.
See, that's two.
Yeah.
Party
Man,
pooper.
but matching tattoos would be so tight. Everybody would see them, and then they would know we were in a gang. And so
How
that
about
would
if we
make them
just
like revere us.
how about if we just get like we brocade these nice emblems on our tabards?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but you know that'll work.
All right.
But let us proceed now to the tunnel.
Yes,
Deeper.
to victory and honor.
We shall hire bards to sing of our victories against these very dangerous frogmen, which breathe fire, as I recall.
Yes, and don't forget the looting of the bodies. We could do the
Yes.
looting of the bodies.
That was
And
pretty
the
good, actually.
extremely large gems which they held on their person,
Yeah, you think they cast magic?
I mean, like, yeah, that's what I remember. That's what I'm gonna tell the bar.
Well, they didn't cast any magic.
Yeah, I didn't see any magic either.
No,
I don't know.
I totally remember that. I totally remember that. Anyway, let's go. Let's go.
I don't think cool gangs are liars. That's not lying. Isn't cool, but looting is. Looting is
Calling me
fine.
a liar. I see. I see how it is.
No, well,
But
okay. The exaggerating cool heroes, maybe. No, even that doesn't sound well.
Well, maybe he just misunderstood. Maybe he thought that was magic.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, there was all this flopping, and the wizard would always like do snaps and flops and stuff like that, right? Whenever they'd cast magic. Anyway, let's go. Let's onward to victory.
Yes, to honor and victory. We should have a saying that we shout when we charge into battle.
How about I'm not even left-handed.
Yeah, but I am. You're left-handed too, Jonathan?
Yeah.
See, imagine that. There's two left-handers here. We can't do that.
Yeah, I am too. So,
Oh, well.
I guess I am a liar. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You were just mistaken. Instead of a liar, we'll just call you the mistaken. Damien the mistaken.
Yes.
That sounds
is
like
a very honorable name.
That's a cool title, the mistaken. You could glower at people. And you could just go, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I bet all the girls are like that.
Victory and honor. That sounds like that's a cool saying. We should say that. To victory and honor.
Oh.
Very
Victory.
well. Let us go to victory and honor. And Damien will proceed down the tunnel.
Or would it be more appropriate to say to victory with honor? I don't know.
Honor, yeah.
Or honor with victory? Or victorious honor? Should we vote on it? Who wants victorious honor?
I see, but victorious honor is hard to yell. Because you can't say to victorious honor, can you?
Right. That is a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
maybe we should table this.
To honor victoriously.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about to victory honorably? No, it's also a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot too.
Real confusion.
How about just to victory?
Oh.
We can all say victory, right?
Yeah, victory.
Victory seems like the thing we should say after we've won, though, which we inevitably will, of course.
This is what we say when we charge into it.
So when we charge in, we'll say, to honor. And then when we win, we'll say victory.
Okay.
Something like that.
That sounds good. So to honor, that's our battle cry. To honor.
For honor.
For honor. That sounds much better.
All right.
Yeah.
For honor before, and then victory after.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless we're defeated, and then we'll just cry.
Right.
To
To
victory.
victory.
So I have a
Because it's for honor to victory.
I have a question, guys. And I look over at the dead body of Egg, and I say, "Isn't that an arrow?"
What? An arrow?
Yeah, didn't Egg die with an arrow?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, but they didn't have arrows; they had spears.
There is a archer someplace.
Yes.
A devious little bugger.
He's probably deeper into the tunnel. We must catch up with him and put a stop to him.
Yes. Jonathan, you seem to be lighting the way to lead us to victory. No, to honor.
No. Right. No? Exactly. Yeah.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to look to see if I can tell by looking at Egg's body where the arrow came from, like direction-wise.
Yep, as you're looking, Whittle, I'm going to send you a message. Yep, you're looking around, Jonathan, and Whittle, you can handle that.
I spy with my little eye a bow.
Oh.
Yes, shine your light over there. I saw it just it kind of when you were just passed it by. I see it up there on the rocks where
Ah.
the frogs came.
Ooh. We should take that.
Yes. Who
That
knows
will
how
take.
to use it?
Well, you use arrows.
Yeah, and then you like put them on the string, and then you do something with your arms, and then you just let go, and it hits something.
Didn't they have spears?
But
Yeah, but
egg,
spears you have to run up. The spear's not even as long as a 10-foot pole. But an arrow, you can get far away.
yes. An egg had an arrow in him.
That's right. And I think one missed. Can we find the missed arrow too? Or no?
Who wants to climb up to where this? You see this one bow for sure laying up on these rocks where the bullywugs come from. Who's going to try to climb up there and get them? It's not that dangerous, but it is a little climb up there to get to where they come from.
As
I
I
do
have a
not believe I
-1 in
would
my
be
dex.
proficient. I
I'll
do not believe
try.
I'd be proficient with the bow. I'll stick with my pole.
Vibes, you are going to try. How you tell me how you're going to try to get up there?
Okay. Do I see?
Any special way you want to do with your 10-foot pole, or do you want to just go for it?
Can I try to pole vault sort of up there?
Yes, you
Like,
can.
run and stick it and try to launch myself up there.
Roll a d20 against your dex, and
Okay.
you can have if you got a dex mod plus or minus it, and you can also have a -2 to your roll as you're pole vaulting up there.
Okay. So total with +1 -2 will be 16.
What's your dex?
Oh, 15.
So like one over.
Yes.
Yeah, you pole vault up there, and as you do, your eyes probably catch this one bow, and then you see a second bow laying behind it, and a little pouch of arrows. But you slip just enough as you land up there. You don't take any damage, but you slip, and it does look very embarrassing to the rest of them as you're the 10-foot pole specialist.
Oh well, I must have accidentally grabbed the shiny pole, and that was all shellacked and slipped a little.
Oh, be careful.
But yeah, you find two bullywug bows up there and 4 arrows that are still up there.
Okay, I will take those.
Yeah, and you can make your way down pretty easy. You take it's easier coming down, of course.
Yeah, I kind of scoot down and grab my pole that I probably left at the bottom. And look, guys, I got 2 bows. There were 2 bows up there.
Oh wow.
You got 2. Well, there's 4 of us. That means we can each have one.
That's right. Well,
Wait,
except for Damien. But Damien doesn't want a bow.
Right. So
Yes.
yeah,
I still
we can
think
each
there's
have an
something
arrow.
wrong. But there's only 2 bows, and that still leaves 3, right? 3 people. So who wants it?
Right, there's 3 bows because there's one down here.
No. There's just the 2.
Oh.
Yeah, 2
Two
bows.
up on the rocks. Yeah, the ones when they come down, they all had the spears when they actually come down.
Oh, I got you.
They left their bows up there in the hidden rocks.
Ah, all right. Sorry, misinterpreted that. Oh, that's fine. I mean, whoever. I have a terrible dex, so I probably should not use a bow.
Okay, I'll give one to Whittle then.
Okay, I think I can use this. I will test the string.
Yep, you tested and it seems to be fairly well strung for what you would think a frogman could do.
I just hold it out in front of me, totally inappropriately, and just kind of spring it back and forth.
Hmm.
So now the arrow goes in here someplace, right? I mean, I never watched.
Yeah, and I think you'd put the pointy end away from you, so as not to.
I got this.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do this. I'll pull back. Can who can I shoot at? Just for practice.
Why not?
I have some fruit. I can set some fruit up for you.
Yes.
That also works.
Yes.
Can you do that trick where you throw it up in the air and try to shoot it out of the air?
That would be awesome. We'd be
That would
such
be
a cool
awesome.
gang.
Yeah,
That would be a cool gang thing. Throw it up in the air. I'm going to shoot it.
Hey, Damien will toss a fresh apple up in the air.
Yeah,
Watch
make a attack roll, Whittle.
For honor. Oh my gosh, it's a 19.
Oh my god!
Then -4 would be 15.
Yes.
And you got any dex mod?
Nope.
You shoot it up, and the arrow, you hear crunch as it goes right into that piece of fruit, and then it all comes back down to the ground there in front of you all.
Wow, Whittle!
That was
you're
so
natural.
cool.
This is so easy. If I had known this before, I would have always done this. Instead of carrying around my pole, I can shoot a bow.
You're a real archer. We should call you Whittle the Archer.
Yes. Whittle
Just
the Archer.
And just wait until I can join you with my two-handed sword, which surely we shall find before us.
This is so cool.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to see what we find next. I want to be good at something too.
I'm going to paint it purple. It'll look so cool.
To honor! And
Yes,
will continue
and
down the
victory. And I bounced the apple on the end of the arrow.
Your torchbearers continue forward enough to lighten up the cavern as it goes in. The stream does start to widen some, about maybe 10 feet across the stream. It's flowing very peacefully, though. You continue on up as the cavern itself widens. The cave system itself probably goes 20, 30, 40, then you would think 60 feet wide as the edges of torches are hitting it. And you see that you're traveling west, and you see that part of the cavern breaks off and goes back to the north, about 30 feet wide, and continues going north. But you see on in front of you going west that the stream itself, you see a small waterfall coming down about 10 feet as the rocks itself goes up. And you can tell if you continue that way that you're going to have to climb up like a 10-foot ledge to continue that way. Or you can go to the north.
Let us proceed upward to the ledge.
Yes, that's adventurous.
Yes, and you saw how I use my pole. We could always try to vault up there again.
And if not, I can push you up with my pole on your bottom. Just a little
Here,
bit.
let me do the vaulting this time, Damien says, and he twirls his pole, and then he will run forward and attempt to pole vault up to the top of the area.
Yeah, and once you start doing that, you see how slippery and wet and moldy and slimy that the side of this is. You do that, but sure, you can try. You go make a dex. And you can have you can.
And my dex is a 9.
What did you roll? I missed.
I rolled an 8, and my dex is a 9.
Yeah, and you can have the -2 also. So you add a 6 then. Yeah, you're able to get up on top of that, and once you do and kind of get your balance, you see the stream continues on, and it's about 10 to 15 foot wide up here. It continues on westward. This area of the cavern, though, as you're looking, is still dark. I mean, there's some illumination, but not enough to really see maybe 5 foot in front of you. You can see it probably is pretty wide in this area here about where you're at.
Yeah, Damien runs up with his pole and like vaults up there, like a little bit of flare, like maybe like a half turn or something, and lands and like pushes his hair back and then falls right back in front of his eye again. And then he will say down to the party, the passage continues on from here. I believe it is wide enough for all of us to fit. And he'll put his 10-foot pole down like towards the ground and hold it so that basically they can climb up.
Yeah, what's his strength? Damien's strength?
15.
Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, you can hold on to it enough then, because it's pretty wet and slippery, as you can tell, as the rest of you maneuver up there. But y'all can climb up using the pole, no trouble then.
Okay.
And once you all get up there, you smell that moldy growth of coming along the walls, and the smell of just mold and old. As you can see, the cavern, though, the stream continues on north to pretty much northwest from here. It's about 10 to 15 foot wide. You can tell as it comes out wider than any place it has been. The cavern itself, the torches don't even reach. I mean, you would think it's more than probably 60, 80 foot in width or more.
Wow.
I feel like shooting something.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good place to shoot things.
Yeah,
Agreed.
definitely.
And just also, you're on what we'll say the east side of the stream. In this area, you're on the east side. And if you look across west, like I say, you can see the cavern probably widens out even more over there. It can continue to back to the northwest.
I have a small confession. I don't know how to swim.
Yeah, you would definitely know
well-
if you went to the west side, you're going to have to cross the stream. It doesn't appear that deep, but if you continue northwest, there's enough passageway you think that you can continue to walk northwest without a problem. But if you did want to go straight west, you would definitely have to cross the stream to get to that area.
Well, maybe
Well-
the water is not that deep.
Yeah, we have these poles. We could test the water first before we went in, Will.
Agreed.
Yes.
And if it is that deep, there may yet still be a way for us to figure out how to cross the stream. We are the cool gang after all. We will
Yes.
overcome.
Yes. Yes, I can do this.
Yeah, you have to. We have to do, deeds so that people will sing about us.
Yes.
Can we test the depth of the water, Tony?
Yeah, you're going to go over and look at the water, and in fact, when you do, Vimes, I'm going to send you a message. The water, though, it appears that if you put your poles in there and kind of look at the water, is very clear and refreshing looking. You would think probably in areas it's maybe 2 foot deep. And also that there, Vimes, I just sent you some more information.
Okay. Yep. All of a sudden, you see Vimes look up. You said 10 foot deep?
No, 2 foot. I'm sorry, 2 foot deep.
Oh, okay. I look at Damien. I'm like, listen, do you smell something? I mean, hear something?
Damien tries to smell with his ears, and then he realizes he's supposed to hear with his ears and cocks his ear up.
Thought I heard something just across the way.
It's probably the foe which we shall defeat together through the power of friendship and honor and victory.
Yes. Jonathan should go first since he has the light. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Yes, Jonathan. We are right behind you.
Yes, to honor. To honor.
For honor, for honor.
Oh, for honor. It's for honor.
For honor. For honor.
For
Excuse me,
honor.
I thought you were. I was confused.
Okay,
Yes, let's
yes.
go.
Okay, for honor.
Let us cross. For honor. Am I the only one with a torch?
Yes.
Right now, yes.
I hold it high.
I pulled the torch off of Grinds, but I've got my pole ready, so and a bow
No,
now.
that's okay. I'm going to do the torch thing. How deep was it? I'm sorry.
Oh, about 2 feet at the most in areas.
Oh, all right.
And it's not swift water. I mean, it's calm, peaceful flow, so it's not that hard to move across.
Okay. How wide is it?
It's in this area about 15 feet.
All right. So I'm going to grab the end of somebody's pole, and I'm going to say, "All right, let me cross first, so I can light the way." But
Yes.
if I slip, I'll make sure you hold on to me.
Hold my pole.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the end of the pole
Yes.
firmly, and walk across. Using it kind of like as just in case I fall, I can hold on to it. Hopefully.
Yeah, you make it across pretty easily across to there. And as you kind of put your torch down to see what you're looking at more, and on westward, it appears that this cavern's fairly large, maybe 40 feet wide, 50 feet in areas, and it appears to go for probably, at least the end of your torch light.
This is a big room, probably lots of treasure. Come across. The water is actually very refreshing.
Excellent.
When we get across, if I listen really hard again, I'll say, "Shh, let's listen again." Do we hear anything else?
I hear water.
Before Damien goes across, he would like to dump out the old water from his water pack and fill it up with this water.
Yeah, you can put all that water in there and fill it up. It's very clear, refreshing, very better than the water you had.
Yeah. He'll probably drink a little bit out too, like scoop some in his hand, and then he'll follow the group.
Yep, you can do that. As you get across Vimes, you stop and listen again. It seems to be quiet. You don't hear anything, but all of your noses, you catch the smell of like the heavy mold growth and things in this area. And, the smell's kind of disconcerting at first. Then you start seeing along the walls of this cavern in this area, maybe shining the torch in further, you start seeing like it's got growth of different fungi and different mushrooms. And you see Vimes, you probably see first on further in as you're looking, trying to listen, you see that some of these mushrooms and stuff are very tall. They appear to probably be 3 or 4 foot tall in areas on further end of this cavern.
Okay. Guys, have any of you ever seen mushrooms like this before?
Not.
No.
Okay, can I poke at them?
Yeah, you want to move on in to that edge of the cavern? A little bit further?
Well, yeah, I mean, they look
poke them.
kind of... I poke them
Poke them.
with my pole from,
Yes, and I will cover you with the
We
bow.
shall see.
I will shoot them.
When you poke them with your pole, this is what happens. This is what they look like. And you see eyes open on them as they look at you, and their mouths start to open. So we will roll initiative.
You had to poke the mushroom, didn't you?
What did you get, Damien?
Damien rolled a 6.
All right, perfect. Maybe. Vibes, what did you get?
3.
All right. And Jonathan?
1.
And what about Whittler?
5.
Damien, what would you like to do as you see your friend Vibes poke this with the pole, and you see all these eyes start opening up on these 3 and 4 foot tall mushroom looking men?
Damien will he'll stand firm. He grabs his two-handed pole as if it were a sword, and and he'll say, stand back. Perhaps they mean us no harm. We are adventurers come here for exploration purposes. And he'll try to boast to these things and see how they react.
Yeah, you put out your boasting and all that as you announcing the new adventuring party that's together. Whitler, what would you like to do?
I put my arrow in my bow.
All right. You want to take a shot at one of them or not?
No, I would like to hold it like I've seen other people do it. I'm not really sure how to do that though. So I'm my fingers are going in 10 different directions over the bowstring. And I'm not sure if I'm actually holding the arrow in there correctly. So I keep repositioning the arrow and all the while looking over the end of my nose, trying to make sure that I'm keeping them in sight.
That sounds good. Vimes, what would you do as you see this happen?
Well, since I poked it, I'm probably right there, so I'd poke it harder.
Are you going to poke it like attacking it or just poke it to see what?
Attack it.
All right, yeah, make an attack against it.
Okay. Straight up 14.
Hey, a 14 will hit it.
Okay. And drop my dice. 3 points of damage.
All right. And did you roll to see if your 10-foot pole breaks by chance?
I did. It rolled a 3, so.
All right, no, it's good. You strike into this thing. It seems to, you knock some growth off of it and stuff. And they had a 3 also. So at the same time as you do that, as their mouths open, you see this cloud of gas come out towards right on top of you, Vimes. Make me a save. You'll need a 17 or higher.
Okay. 17 exactly.
You, I don't know, somehow you close your nostrils and stuff and your mouth, seeing it come, and just in time as this gas just permeates over the top of you and you're coughing and tearing up for just a moment, but you're able to fight it off and nothing else happens. The next one next to him is going to let out a thing of gas. It is going to go towards Whittle. Whittle, will you make a save for me?
That is a 10.
Whittle, this gas comes over the top of you as you're messing with your bow and stuff, and you can describe for me as this gas is so poisonous, you can describe the violent, terrible death that Whittle suffers from it.
Whittle starts sniffling and snuffling, and then his eyes begin to tear greatly, and he begins frothing from the mouth as all these spores begin to collect and the allergic reaction to him, and as he begins to hack and cough as he drowns in his own bodily fluids.
And he screams out, I should have brought a pack of Benadryl.
Where's my Zyrtec?
Those two are the only ones that do anything. You see 2 more behind these, maybe 10 feet behind them, that are planted there. Jonathan, you see the horrible death of Whittle. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to retreat back towards the water. Figuring that mushrooms probably don't like water very much. I'm not sure about that, but that's what he's thinking. So he's going to run back towards the water. He's going to say, "For honor!" and he's going to run towards the water.
All right, you're running towards the water.
Yeah,
Damien, we're back up to you then.
Leaving them in the dark.
Yeah, you're getting left in the dark, Damien. Pretty much.
Damien
you see the light fading.
Yeah, he sees the light fading, and he doesn't want to be stuck with these mushroom creatures in the dark. So he as well calls, "For honor!" and begins to follow Jonathan.
All right, you're running away with the torch man. Mike, if you want to roll up another, that's both of your guys. If you want to roll up another one, you can if you'd like. Vimes, what would you like to do?
Well, I see the torchlight, or I, hear For Honor and turn around and I see the torchlight regressing away from me. So I would probably run after it as well.
Yep, y'all make your way back. Are you to where Jonathan is sitting, kind of along the edge of the water there? These things do not follow you. They seem to just stay planted where they were.
Oh, goodness, I kind of feel guilty. If I hadn't poked him, Whittle might still be alive.
Or if you hadn't poked him, we might all be dead.
Yeah, I think I'll think that way. We'll just remember him as Whittle the Archer, and we'll
Yes, he was a powerful archer with much skill.
He once shot a fruit that I threw into the air.
He was my friend.
Who are you?
Oh, I didn't see you there.
I had my torch off. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. It's this leg of mine, an old war injury that I incurred from a dog.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So you got
That
attacked
was
by the
a
dogs of
bitter
war?
war.
Yes, the dogs of war.
I believe they prefer war dogs.
I got better. But I'm ready to avenge Whittle.
Whittle and Grimes.
Those other guys.
And
Yeah.
Grimes.
Roger.
Grimes is dead too.
Grimes,
And
yeah.
Roger.
And what about Egg?
And Egg.
Egg.
He's
Not
Yeah,
Egg.
dead.
Oh, the travesty. Well, let's not just stand here. Let's go avenge them.
Yes, let us continue.
Yes, I think the other direction was where we need to avenge.
Well, let's.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
have torches. We'll burn them out.
That's right.
These vicious.
Now,
what are they?
Did William get to tell you? Whittle, did he get to tell you about the cool gang?
What cool gang?
Us.
We're the cool gang.
We're not cool.
Yeah, this new guy is not part of the gang yet. He hasn't killed.
Well, you're not
Sure.
cool. I've been with cool gangs, and this is not a cool gang.
No, it is though.
It is. Yeah.
you-
Yeah,
would've
you definitely
No.
definitely can't be. You definitely can't get into the cool gang with that attitude.
Well, okay. I'm not sure if I want to be,
It's not a very cool attitude.
but I'll light the way. I'll light the way. That's what I do.
You've got to learn to say "hey."
Okay. I do. What was that thing I heard you yelling?
For honor.
For honor.
To honor.
Okay.
To honor.
To honor.
For victory. Yes, and then when we win, we say for victory.
Okay. For victory.
Yes.
Okay. So where are we going?
To honor. Lead the
Jonathan,
way.
Jonathan, you point your torch kind of up to the northwest. You can see that the stream continues that way, and there's a passageway on this side of the stream, but you can probably see just at the edge of your torch light, it appears that even if you go that way, you're still going to have to cross the stream up there. So, I mean, you can continue that way and cross back over to the east, or you can cross here where you originally did.
Well, do we think that if we cross further up, we'll be past the mushrooms? Can we tell?
Oh yeah, if you go up, you definitely would be back on the other side of the mushrooms.
Yeah, so I think we should. I'll say that. I'll say, well, we want to avoid the mushrooms.
Definitely.
Want to avoid them?
You definitely don't want
Yes,
those are very
you don't.
yeah.
We need to
Without-
avenge our companions. We can't let them get away with this.
Well, I mean, the mushroom only killed one, and I mean, we killed the other frogs that killed the other guy. So I mean, we could let him have this one. I think.
One is one too many.
Well, you know what we can do?
Here's
I have oil, and I pull out the oil.
There we
We could-
go.
Hurl the oil.
It's a wonderful
We just-
idea.
Yes, but I am. You know,
what?
did you ever
What-
play
and then-
dodgeball
and
when you were in
here's
school?
another idea. Look, you're gonna hurl the oil, right? What if we were to tie that torch to the end of my 10-foot pole, and then I could safely light the oil on fire?
Aha.
Right. Well, this torch is starting to burn out. I thought I would just throw the torch as well, but that's a good idea as well. I like it. I think we have a plan.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds like a plan. Too bad the archer isn't here. He could have shot a flaming
Wait.
arrow, I guess.
Wait a minute. We had an archer.
Yes.
It's Whittle was a mighty archer.
Powerful archer.
A powerful archer.
I threw a fruit in the air and he shot it.
One of the best
No.
archers I've ever seen.
Whittle?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, Whittle.
He was
I
just
don't
not giving.
believe it.
No, it's true.
No. They couldn't have.
Did we save the fruit?
So do you want to go back to where the mushroom men are, or do you want to continue up out of the to the northwest?
No. I think we're motivated to kill them now because why not?
Yes.
All right.
For vengeance.
How's
To
the plan?
honor.
Vengeance is ours. Now that's a
You know
cool
what?
thing to yell.
I gotta say, guys, I kind of like that slogan better.
Yes.
Damien huddles the group together.
For vengeance.
Vimes will stand back a little bit. He already escaped the gas once. He's not gonna try to get misted with spores again.
So what's the plan on how y'all want to try to burn them up?
We're just gonna charge in there.
No. We're gonna hurl. We gotta hurl a flask of oil onto the mushroom man, and then
charge in there.
we're gonna reach in with the 10-foot pole and light it on fire.
Okay, but I'd rather charge in there.
Well, you could also do that.
Be my
That'll
guest. I tried that. It didn't go very well.
That's the second plan. The second step, rather.
How far do you want to get to before you throw the flask of oil?
How far can we throw it?
Nope, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
But the question would be how far I can throw it. If I can throw it, let's say 30.
You could do it 30 feet at that would be a -1 though at 30.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm the right one to throw it anyways, but I will because we all have to earn our place in life. So I'm gonna get 30 feet away. So I'll be -2. -1 for my dex.
Yep, you
And
can
I'm
do
gonna-
that, and just normal attack roll, and we'll see how close it gets, or if it actually hits directly on them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna throw this oil there, and then if they charge towards us, we'll be ready to light it up. But if not, then we'll do the. You can run in there. You can charge forward with your torch and light it.
Yes,
right?
I will charge with my
All
torch.
right, here we go. I'm throwing it. Okay, that's not terrible. Well, -2, right? So
Yep,
that would be the 13.
A 13, yeah, you land it on the edge of one of them between those two that were standing up front. You get it, pretty well centered on them enough, you think?
Yeah, I say, I threw it between the two on purpose. Light them up.
Light 'em
Light
up.
them up.
How
Who's
you
got
gonna
the
light
ball?
'em up?
Come on, Pullman.
Yep. Damien's gonna run up with his 10-foot pole, the torch tied to the end of it, and then he'll put the torch down on the ground and light it up.
Yep, and as you do, roll me a d6 to see if you're able to get away from this thing before you do that. So roll a d6.
Okay.
I had a 2.
I had a 2 as well.
Reroll then. Oh no, I had a 6.
I had a 2.
You go up there with the 10 foot of your pole to do that, and as you do and reach down to light this thing, a cloud of spores comes out towards Damien. Make a saving throw. You need a 17 or higher.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I got a 16. Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You try to cover up and fight it off, and as you do, you start choking and stuff, but you drop your deal down and this thing starts lighting up there. But you can describe Damien's last thoughts as it does also.
Damien, as he's choking in the cloud and stuff, he thinks, oh man, we needed a cooler name. And he shouts out in his dying breath, Blackwood Company. And then he dies.
Yep, the rest of you see his last brave act, which may be a bard. We'll actually tell this tale of him running up there and facing the spore gas that kills him, but he lights these things up and they just start but you also start smelling noxious fumes coming y'all's way.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back towards the water and grab my I must have something. Well, at least I'm gonna grab part of my shirt, dunk it in the water, and put the shirt over my face to as like a gas mask, basically.
Yep, if y'all move back to the water's edge, you see probably most of it dissipates before it gets there, or goes, the wind carries it another direction. If y'all move back to the water.
So,
One more time.
new guy.
Vines.
George.
Yes.
I thought you were going to charge forward, but instead it looked like Damien charged forward. And
I
then,
shuffle. I shuffle. I'm sorry. I should have made that clear. That's why it took me longer to get here. I don't really charge. I shuffle.
Okay.
But I think it's Vimes' turns now. He's got the 10-foot pole. Tie a torch to it, Vimes. Get going.
I mean, I don't want to do that.
That's okay. Jonathan has your back. Throw the oil, Jonathan.
All right. I do have another flask of oil.
Honestly, I've already done this once and survived. I'm not gonna do it.
What are we throwing our oil at?
The mushroom. Who is that?
Oh, those things are gross.
Oh,
Wait a minute. How'd you get behind me?
I've been here the whole time.
What?
Yeah. We were talking about the cool gang.
oh yeah. I remember that you were there. Yeah. Okay.
Really?
No, I don't
Yeah.
know what.
I've been here the whole time.
Could
You really
be
don't remember me. I'm Roy.
Roy?
You know, I was Azuloth, the hero. I was his torchbearer.
What? You were
Yeah.
his torchbearer.
Yeah.
How'd you escape that travesty that they had encountered?
Well, they told me to run away, and so I ran with you guys into this cave. How we all got here.
Is that how we got here?
I
I was
mean-
just following you.
That does sound like what happened.
Well, not you, Roy, but I was following everyone else.
I don't know. Well, anyway.
But
Is
we
that
have,
Damien? Did Damien die? Oh, that
yes,
sucks. Damien
we
was
have
so
to
cool.
go avenge Damien now too.
Yeah.
If we go up there, we will probably die as well, George.
We will charge
Well,
in there
let's
and
go
we
that
will
other way.
die
Let's go-
valiantly.
Look,
Hey, George, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Heroes die valiantly.
George.
Yes.
But George, listen.
Yes.
You remember the shiny gems that they found and everything? Maybe
I-
down that other tunnel, some of those gems will be there.
What, they found gems.
Well, George wasn't
Yeah.
there for that.
I wasn't there
Oh
yet.
my gosh, Damien had a gem.
What?
Yep,
Oh,
Yeah.
on his body. There's one on his body.
So now
All
you're
right.
going to
All
loot
right.
the bodies
We
of
must-
our own fallen companions?
well, it's not technically looting the body of him because he looted it from a frogman.
These are heroes,
still-
man.
It's
That's
still
what
like
it's what he would want us to do.
Yeah.
Let them die with honor and dignity.
Okay, we need to get the gem. How can we get it?
Somebody's gonna be brave enough to go back up there and try
Well-
to get the gem.
Well, they're dead now, right?
Who wants to go close enough to look or closer to look?
Roy will light up a torch and begin to make his way over there.
Maybe
George
we'll
will
Right.
shuffle behind him.
When you get up there, Roy, probably with the 30 feet of the torch, you can see the two that were initially at the front are burned. I mean, they're all burned to a crisp. I mean, sautéed mushrooms. But you see behind where they were, you see two more have moved up kind of in that area there. There's two more of these mushroom things that are standing there.
So I'll throw the oil and you charge in and light it.
Throw the oil.
Yes,
Would you leave this?
for vengeance.
I mean, those mushrooms didn't hurt anyone. We killed the two that actually killed our friend.
There's no one innocent here.
No, I'm kind of feeling like now
Throw the oil.
as much as I'd like to get that gem, I think maybe this new guy, Roy, he says his name is, might be right. We should probably go to the east, because then we can circle around the mushrooms and maybe backstab them.
Yes.
So
I'm with you. Yes, yes.
Yes, we'll backstab.
And
And
then
I'm
we'll
gonna-
charge in there.
Yes, you can shovel in.
Well, we each have our own speed, don't we? I will be charging in at a shuffle.
Honor.
Right, but we're teams. We'll stay together. So you'll shuffle in, and
Yes.
we'll
Just like when you
walk
left me
you.
behind.
Right, we're not gonna leave you behind because you're gonna go first.
Yeah, we'll shuffle along behind you.
Yes, this way we know we stay together.
Hmm.
Yes, I will lead the way. Follow
Okay.
me. Where am I going?
All right, go to the east.
And that is.
That way. I point my torch.
You
Back across
follow
the water.
you follow back the stream along the stream up the that way. You see you are going to have to cross back over as the cavern itself maneuvers and naturally moves in and blocks all the west from here. So you have to cross the stream. It's only 5 foot here though, and not as deep, maybe 6-8 inches deep. It appears that you're able to just pretty much jump across it and get back on the east side again.
Okay. All right, we're behind them now. Let's get our treasure first.
Yes,
Do
and
what
then
now?
vengeance.
I'm sorry, Tony. No, I mean I don't mean the treasure that from the dead guy. I mean go deeper into the dungeon.
Oh yeah, okay. I wanted because I was gonna make sure you understood the way. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
you're in kind of a new cavern now, pretty much. Part of
Right.
it. So you travel about 40 feet up, maybe 50 feet, and the east side of a cavern is naturally comes in and blocks you from walking anymore. You're gonna have to cross the stream again. It's 10 feet wide here, and appears to be about a foot deep, maybe 2 foot in places. I mean, pretty much like it has been. It's flowing still pretty gentle. You have to cross back over to the west side again.
So I mean, whenever we're crossing, I want to try to keep that same thing that we did, where one of us will cross first, holding onto the pole, while
Yep,
of other people
exactly.
are safely on the shore. That way, if anything happens, like a hole in the ground or anything, we'll hopefully be saved.
Yep, you can do that.
Yep.
You get back on the west side of this cavern. The stream stays pretty much about 10 feet wide. You travel, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 60 feet up, maybe 70. And this is what you notice. It's just almost like a dead end. You see that the cliff, the cavern wall, though, has just come down and there's no more you can go in. You see the water is coming, though, out of a small area up underneath there, and it's kind of just pooling into an area of like a small pool, and then keeps running down the stream from the direction you come. But the path itself goes no further. But you notice there's a bunch of plant growth along the walls, and like in this pool, there's like tendrils of like moss and stuff that are growing into this pool of water. And you also notice one other thing. All of you would notice this. You see a remains of a humanoid-sized skeleton that is laying in the pool itself. And
Aha.
Let's see which one of you will notice this first. Looks like the hobbler is going to nose it, George. I'm going to send you a message, George. And that's what you see, George, first.
Aha. Everybody stand back. Let a man do this. I will recover the fallen. I will go and I will pick up the ring off the skeleton's finger.
Yep, you're going to enter the pool of water. It's not too deep. I mean, it's a little deeper here because it's kind of like a concentrated pool of where the water is pooling and then flowing on down the stream. But you enter it, it's maybe 3 feet deep in area here, 4 foot at the most. So like I say, there's all this moss growth and stuff. You get to the skeleton, and you see on its one of its ring fingers, it has like a garnet ring that is there. And you also notice in the front of it, there's no weapons or anything, but you notice it's secured to the some of the bones there on it. There's like a little belt pouch too.
Bring the whole skeleton up.
Yes, we will bury the valiant.
Right.
Here, catch this thing.
Okay.
And I whip the soggy pouch at him.
Yeah, you throw the soggy old leather molded belt pouch up to Jonathan. Jonathan, you catch it. And about the same thing, two other things happen.
Oh boy.
The first thing that happens is a bunch of these vines twirl up and start grabbing and reaching you, George. You are not surprised by it. Then behind the rest of you, all of you hear this whoop, whoop, and you look behind you, and it's coming out of the backside of this cavern that is pretty much blocking your whole way behind you is this huge, monstrous toad. So everybody can roll initiative. Let me get my little sheet here. And what did you get, Roy?
Roy received a 4.
All right. And what about Vimes?
I got a 6.
All right. Jonathan?
2.
All right. And what about George?
5.
All right, Vimes, lead us out as you see these vines reach up and just grab and start entangling and circling and trying to around George, but also at the same time you hear and look behind you and see this monstrous toad that is blocking your way out.
Well, I'm going to run over and hold out my pole to George and see if I can't try to pull him out from the vines.
All right, what's your strength?
11.
11. What's your strength, George?
14.
Yeah, your George starts pulling himself loose from it for right now. He's able to do that. You can do that. And George, you are being helped pulled out of these vines. You still want to continue it? Is it up to your turn, or?
Yes, but I'm desperately clinging to that ring.
Rory, you and the creatures both had a 4, so Rory, you go first.
Okay. Roy knows better than to, wave a torch in front of a frog. He's probably seen frogs eat like fireflies, Like I rolled on my wisdom to just roll under, and I did. So I'm going to say Roy knows that. So instead, he's going to take out some of his oil, and he's going to throw it on that plant monster.
All right, you're going to throw some thing of oil onto the vines and stuff that have trying to entangle George.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
And that's going to be at a -4 to do that, or?
No. If you're just throwing at it, it's a you use oil all the time.
Okay. So do I roll an attack against it?
Yeah, just roll to see how close you get, or if you totally miss. Or
9. Yeah.
oh wow, you almost get close enough as you misjudge it enough, and it goes on past of where you needed to get it, but you did get it in part of the area. But is that all you're gonna do for right now?
Yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
All right, the vines, Roy, George, are trying to reach out and grab you. Oh no, they rolled a nat 20. The vines. You see the vines twist and turn and just grab George, and they start choking you, George, and pulling around you. You'll take 4 points of damage, George.
Can I throw the ring at the last moment?
Yeah, you can.
I throw it at Jonathan again.
Ah! I want to do it like Frodo style and like catch it on my finger.
Nice.
And I go down, drowning.
You are pulled into. You are going to be the new skeleton in the pool.
Yep.
So we have a new skeleton going into the bottom of the pool. The big toad is going to move. Speaking of you, Jonathan, it moves towards you, Jonathan, and it tries to lash out with this big tongue and to grapple you, but it's going to miss pretty bad. We're up to you, Jonathan, as you grab the ring, and about the same time you see the big tongue of his humongous toad come out.
Okay, I'm going to. So where's the oil? It's like on the ground in front of the toad.
No, Roy threw it in the pool. It's actually in a pool of water. The toad come out from like a hiding place in the cavern itself.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, that's not what I thought. That. Okay, fine. Then I will. I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna put the ring on.
Yeah, nothing
Actually,
happens.
This is what I want to do.
You take a glance at the ring. It's pretty shiny. You know it's probably worth about 15, 20 gold if you ever get out of here. But yeah, nothing else happens.
Okay. Can I do something else?
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. So I have my torch in my hand. And the pool now is covered in oil, right?
Yeah, in that one area of the vines, but you also see George's body sinking down in that area also.
Oh, right. Okay, forget it. I was going to do something, but that would be stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm average. So I just put the ring on and hold the torch in front of me, hoping that the frog doesn't attack me.
All right. We are back to you, Vimes, then.
So I see George go under. Does he pull my pole with him?
You know what? Roll a strength under your strength at D20.
Okay. Oh, no, I got one over.
You try to grab onto it, but it's slippery enough that the pole is in the water now, in the pool itself.
Okay. Well, I will. According to the equipment, I have a crowbar. So I will pull that out and I will run at this frog thing.
All right.
I'll
even let you make an attack this time. Go ahead as you run this humongous frog.
Okay. Oh, he looks squishy. I'm going to squish him with this crowbar. That will be a 12.
A 12 hits it.
Okay. 3.
All right. You drive your crowbar and slam into it. It doesn't seem to even make a rivet from that. George, what would you like to do? You're dead. You're still
dying.
Yep, you're still dying. What about Roy?
All right, so Roy has 1 pint of oil left, and he sees, his friend trying to take care of that frog. So he's, kind of in a moral dilemma, and he'll take the pint of oil and once again try and throw it at these plants.
All right.
These vines. Try and hit it. An 11.
Yeah, you get in the area pretty close, better this time, much better than the last one. You hit like a majority of these vines and stuff that are grasping out.
All right, nice. And then with any turn I have left, Roy begins to light up a torch.
All right, you're able to do that. The vines are going to reach out of this pool and run across the tendrils running across towards you, Roy, as you're the closest one there. And they are going to hit Roy and start entangling him. You'll take 3 points of damage.
Oh, man. Come on.
Is he still up?
I have 1 HP, no.
Okay. Yeah, these vines grasp and tangle and start choking you out, man.
Can he possibly, by luck, manage to, drop his oil, into the oil?
Just torch? You mean drop his torch into the oil area?
Yeah.
He's
being choked out and maybe,
I tell you what, you call it high or low?
Let's go low.
You got it. You
Nice.
got low, so yep, you're able to get in the area of these vines then. It's your last dying breath.
You hear Roy's bones being crushed and everything, and with his dying breath, he looks down towards the person at the frog and says, "The honor," and he tosses the torch into the oil.
Yep, you're able to light them up. The big frog now is going to turn its attention to Vimes that has run up there and struck it with a crowbar. Oh, man. It hits you, Vimes, but it does terrible damage with its tongue. It only does 1 point of damage, but make me a test your strength, D20 on your strength.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled 8 under my strength.
Yeah, you're able to, this big tongue lashes out and hits you, and it's trying to grapple you, but you're able to get away from it. But you do just take the 1 point of damage in.
Oh, okay. Still up.
Let's see, we're up to Jonathan then.
Okay, so at this point, we just got the frog in front of me. They're fighting the vines. So I'm going to try to whack the frog. I'm going to say, back off, you foul beast from the depths of hell. Oh, nice. Don't roll the D6. If I roll D6, I'll definitely miss. Let's see. That one is that's a 19. Yeah. No.
Yep, that hits, definitely hits a toad.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep looking at the wrong character. He has +1 interest. That's 20. All right, so the torch being used as a whacker is just a D6, right? Nah, I rolled a 1, so 2 points.
All right, 2 points of damage.
I'm gonna have to roll to see if it goes out, right? See if it goes out.
Roll to see if it goes out.
5, so it doesn't.
All right. Yeah, you knock into it and pretty good. It seems like it still has its attention turned towards Vimes, though. You didn't draw it away. We are up to you, Vimes.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this or not, but I'm going to ask. So it tried to tongue lash me, right?
Yep.
And I kind of dodged it. Can I try to grab the tongue and I have a hacksaw and cut its tongue off?
Sure, I'll let you do that. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
You have a hacksaw, so you don't have to do the -4. I mean, that's part of your equipment. So just to.
Oh my goodness, 18.
All right, roll some damage. We'll just say a D6 -1.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, you're lashing into its tongue. You've made a pretty big dent into its tongue, you would think.
Okay.
It doesn't seem too happy. It is up to the giant toad, and it's seeing you do that is going to run and move up to you and hop up to you, and now is going to try to bite into you, Vimes.
Okay.
Because you're trying to cut its tongue off. And it is going to bite into Vimes and try to swallow you too, but it bites into you first for 5 points.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yep, you're cutting its tongue off, and it bites into you. It starts trying to swallow you, of course.
Oh, man.
Jonathan, you're the only one left. What would you like to do?
All right. Do I think that it's possible to run past the toad to get the hell out of here?
Well, yeah, you could try. Yeah, you could, because it come in from behind y'all. It's kind of hidden in a set off there. But you can think you can run. It seems to have its attention turned to Vimes right now.
Yeah, since it's eating somebody. All right, so I will try that. What do I need to do?
Just roll. I'll tell you what. Call high or low.
High.
It was low. You start running past it. It is trying to swallow Vimes, but it seems like it's trying to maneuver. I mean, this thing is huge, so it seems like it's trying to maneuver around to come after you now, but it's probably still hungry. But you're able to start running if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to try to run past it. I mean, I'll do my best to get past it and I get stuck, I guess. I'll try to burn it with the torch as I'm doing it, I guess. If I can pull that off. Maybe it'll move if I burn it. Unless I roll a 4, then it won't do anything.
You try to burn it, but you miss it as it's maneuvering around to come your way.
If I'm trying to burn it, I don't have to roll to see if it goes out, right?
Nope.
Okay, perfect.
It is going to try to come after you then, Jonathan now.
Of course. Stay back.
Let's see. You're running. It's going to hop. Let me look up one thing real quick.
Oh my God. He's got a very big torch.
You hear a voice coming from inside the toad, muffled.
Right.
For order.
It is coming after you. I'm going to say you're a little bit ahead of it, Jonathan. You crossed the stream.
Nice.
So we'll say it's back to you right now.
See, then they say never to cross the streams, but I'm doing it. I am running full tilt as fast as I can out of this dungeon.
Are you going back to the waterfall area?
Oh, hell yeah.
Back the way you come in to see if maybe your real brave party of adventurers are there?
Yep, straight back.
All right. You go back that way. You don't encounter any of the bullywugs. You don't encounter any mushroom men. The giant frog seems to maybe lost interest as you're hauling ass out of there. Um, you make it back up under the waterfall, back into the open area. You tell me how the story ends, and I'll tell you how it really is going to end, of course.
He can see like kind of the like rough outlines of shapes. Oh, so my internet connection isn't stable. So rough outlines of shapes. He sees somebody out there. He's hoping it's the party. He realizes that they might not be happy about him looting the stuff that he's done. So he pulls that gold ring off and swallows it quickly, figuring he'll try to recover it later. And he runs right through the waterfall and hoping that there is safety. And I guess we'll find out if there was or not.
You run out from under the waterfall. And before I tell you how the story is going to end, once again, we played a fun game of the brave torchbearer and the brave 10-foot pole specialist called Torches and 10-foot Poles using white box as our base. Everybody was either a torchbearer or a 10-foot pole specialist or both. But as you run out, Jonathan, this is what you see. You see the, I'll tell you what, call high or low for me one more time.
Hi.
You you run out and you see the brave party of adventurers are looting the bodies of the dead forest orcs. You see a couple of the brave party have went down or injured. You see the clerics probably healing them up, giving them some potions. They look up and see you run out and they go, "Where in the hell have you been, man? We needed a torch to burn these rascals."
Was a little distracted by some bullywugs. Unfortunately, they took out some of the other crew, but we got the best of them. Maybe next time I could be a full-fledged adventurer like you.
Are you the only one left?
Yes. Unless maybe if you open up the giant frog in there, you might find. I thought I heard her still talking when I came out.
They all look at you and give you a big pat on the back and they say, "Well, we're going to give you some training in swords or something. You look like a swordsman now." And that will end the adventure known as Run for the Waterfalls, as our brave torchman Jonathan is the only survivor to sneak out and maybe get a ranking up as a swordsman in the next game. Thanks to Daniel, Crystal, Nikki, and Mike for playing this tonight.